The two persons killed during Sunday's deadly shooting at a funeral in East Kingston have been identified. Dead are 20-year-old Ashley Hobson of Charles Street, Kingston 14 and 34 years old Delroy Salesman of Matthews Lane, Kingston 14. As the pastor was about to bless the offerings at the funeral of Romain Anthony White, OC, Boysie, on Sunday, December the 11th at the King's Chapel Seventh-day Adventist Church on Windward Road, Kingston, at least 2 gunmen reportedly highlighted from a car and opened fire on the hundreds of mourners standing outside the church, injuring 9 persons, 2 of whom succumbed to their injuries. For some, it was a scene similar to what they had seen on television. My God, about 15 shots fired, if not more than that. One of the attendees said that the pastor along with everyone in the church got flat as the submachine guns barked outside of the holy building. As the pastor go start pray, I just hear the shot them and my friend said, "Go down," the attendee said. The mourners, who are predominantly from Matthews Lane, where White lived all his life, scampered for cover and eventually travelled to the Kingston Public Hospital, where they held their breaths as they tried to get information on how much damage was done. One of the well-wishers who gathered at the hospital said that one of the persons who reportedly died had just walked out of the church after viewing White's body in the coffin. Him just walked past me, cause him go look pan Boysie, the woman said. A frantic woman who described herself as a cousin of the deceased man said she saw her cousin right before he left for the funeral. Him all say him late and him have to go Boysie funeral, the resident of Matthews Lane said. According to attendees, White was a popular man in the community. It is reported that he was killed in a dispute over a spot to sell his goods on Beckford Street in downtown Kingston about a month ago. Everybody know Boysie, and that's why so much people come out and it's not gun kill him. Me don't know why they would come shoot up the funeral, a bystander said. According to one of the attendees, only a few family members followed the funeral officials from Resthaven Funeral Home who were conducting the funeral to the cemetery. Quick action by the police led to the apprehension of a man they believe was one of the church shooters. He was being mobbed by residents and the police rescued him and transported him to the KPH. A police source revealed. The grief of the mourners turned to anger as the police vehicle transporting the man, believed to be one of the shooters, arrived at the KPH compound in downtown Kingston. "Why only carry him in? Why only never kill him?" shouted someone in the crowd. The man was placed in a wheelchair and whisked inside the hospital. The shooting at King's Chapel is the latest in a wave of attacks by marauding criminals that have resulted in more than 1,500 murders since the start of 2017. This video was made possible through the continued generosity of my patrons. To become a patron, follow the link in the description below. Thank you for watching the video. Drop a like and a comment down below and consider subscribing if you haven't done so as yet. Until next time, walk good.